Hello, hello, and welcome to Alpha Centauri. And, yes, we have a developing situation here of the Proxima Centauri aliens. Something I did not expect to see. But we do have a reading of the contact, so we can perhaps fire off. Right, so the Macedonia has a reading. The General League, sorry, has a reading. Though the Archers don't. Now, whether that's because they can't fire their missiles to that range, I do not know. Okay. It might be because their sensors aren't online, but I don't think it really matters. I think we're gonna have to wait and see what happens here. I might combine into the... I think I'm gonna combine the squadrons together again, to be honest. I think if we stay together, we'll have a much better chance. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll select Beta. Task forces. Join them. So join that task force. We'll have 5 minutes go by and we'll see what happens. But this is rather interesting. I mean, we have detected their EM spikes. So they are looking for us. No. They should detect us. They've probably detected us. Right. Oh my god. Sensor data reveals that the alien class Soldat is capable of 9,012 kilometers per second. Wow. Okay. How do we approach this? Do I continue? Or what? What is the range of my weapons? Right. Ordnance management. We see some details. Let's go over here, find that yonder copy or whatever. It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ordnance. Okay, the magnesium has a range... Well, the magnesium has a range of 56.4 million kilometers. Okay. So if we measure our distance to... That's irritating. It's Black Tower, and I can't see it now. It's here somewhere, so it's on the edge of our range. Perhaps it might be in this area. So it's at least 100 million kilometers away. Now, what do we do? Do we just wait? Do we try to leave? Do we move forwards? I'm really not sure. I think we should be good to go if combat hits. Right, there are signs, yes. I'm nervous. I'm really bloody nervous. Right, it's there. I can see it now. Right, so it's about 120... almost 130 million kilometers away. Million kilometers away, I should say. So we're going to add we're going to add a waypoint over here. We're going to tell them to move towards the waypoint, I think. Waypoint 2. Right, move towards it. Who is the commanding officer? The commanding officer is Razila. Razila, Night Road. I'm just going to call you Night Road, to be honest, from now on. Right, so we'll have 5 minutes go by. Now, they're probably going to take a little while to respond to task force orders, but this is rather interesting. The ship is fast. It's much faster than our ships by another 3,000 kilometers. But, I mean, we do have a decent speed, about 6,000 kilometers, so we're not too bad off, you know? Alright, so... Okay, so it's about here. Now, it must be really hard for you guys to see. I think it's moving. Why is it black like this? Have I changed something here? So let's see. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we change that to... wait, one moment. So if we change this to red... That will probably... Oh, well, that's pink now, but you can see that. So that was my mistake. So it looks as though it's moving away. Do I want to keep it on pink? Let's see. I think that's a red, perhaps. Oh dear. Okay, so it's definitely burning. Right, there we go, red. Okay, that was a little bit confusing. I apologise. Right, what do we know about this? Don't even kid me. We detected what speed it's going at. We know what speed it's going at. It's going at 9,012 kilometers per second. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. We're gonna go back to the Phoenician. Ah, bloody hell! But the problem is we're gonna lead it right back towards us. So I think what we'll do is we'll head back towards the Phoenician jump point, and then what we could possibly do is station some ships. We'll station the task force on there, but we'll have to split up before we get over there. Alright, so we'll have them. Yeah, just... No, I can't have you standard transit. You're obviously going to have to just move towards the jump point, and then we'll split you up and send you through again. Okay. I don't want to pursue it because I don't have my missiles... I mean, my current missiles wouldn't really be able to deal with that. They're not really that accurate. I mean, they'd have about, I don't know, like 50% chance of hitting it, but I'd rather wait until I have my new AMMs and ASMs before I really go for that bitch. I don't want to take the risk, you know. Did that actually... Goodbye. Yeah, that went by 300 seconds, okay. It just doesn't look like we're moving, I guess. But we are, that's good. So we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We're not going to risk engaging that. I mean, it's one ship about 8,200 tons. We could probably kill that thing, but we can't catch it. And if we can't catch it, I'm not gonna chase it. Okay, contact has been lost. So he's moving away, we're moving away. We don't want to risk it. He doesn't want to risk it, apparently. But how are these the same aliens? There must be some connection to Proxima Centauri here. Now that's terrifying, because if they're here, do they start here? Did they start in this system and they move to the Proxima Centauri system, or is it the other way around? And if they have the capability to move between systems, then that's really bad. I didn't think they had that capability. So, bloody hell, this is a terrifying discovery, to be honest. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, can we just get this going a little bit faster? I could probably put this on auto or something. Oh dear. We need to work on those new those new engines. I mean, we are working on them as of now, on the research project, but we're going to have to retrofit our Solsec ships to the new engine technology. Because if he's going 9,012 kilometers per second, that makes our 6,000 look like crap. This is a dangerous development in our game so far. Very dangerous development. We can't engage against that. Well, we could, and we could probably kill it fairly easily. But not with our missiles as of now. We'd have to fire off a lot of volleys, and I don't want to spend lots of munitions here. Oh? Fuck. Fucking hell. He's turned on us. Okay, we can keep moving. As long as we keep moving, we're harder to hit. But if he was going to fire off some missiles... I don't know what he's doing. What is this? We'll keep on trying to go to the jump point. I don't want to risk losing the speed to turn around, but I'm very confused right now. I'm really hoping that my fire controls are set up properly. But, yeah... This is very odd, you know? It's very, very odd. Add information here. So that's a sword. Right. That was in 2071. Why are we only getting these over here? Okay, strategic intelligence. So I have to change that to that. contacts. Right, that's much better. So I don't have any thermal contact. GPS, I don't know what that means. I guess that might be his coordinates now. Max range. So this is a sensor strength. So we know about his sensors. So it's a strength 231 sensor. Resolution 86. Interesting. That's very interesting. So his sensors are much longer range than ours, but they may not be able to detect missiles. If it's a resolution 86. How long was that increment? Oh right, so 30 seconds, and 5 seconds, bloody hell. 5 minutes, and 6 hours passed. Or possibly 6 days passed, I don't know. No, that was 6 hours. Yeah, that was definitely 6 hours. So, okay. I'll have 5 minutes go by. We'll see what happens. I'm really interested in this. Why is he following us? He might be following us out of the system, in which case we might have to turn around and try and kill him. Has he turned around? He's turned around now. You little bugger. This is why I need my new missiles. If we had the range, we could have fired some missiles off at him. I mean, we can't catch him. So that's why I'm just trying to withdraw from the system. Because if we can't catch him, there's no point, so I might as well keep going back towards the jump point. We'll jump out of the system, and then if he follows us to the other side, to the New Carthage, or to the Phoenician system, we can blast his ass to Stone Age. Okay, but this is very interesting in behaviour. Very, very interesting. It doesn't seem to be armed with missiles, otherwise it would have fired them off by now. I mean, I think we detected something like it had something like 25 beam damage, so it could be a beam-armed ship. I don't know. This is what I find so incredible. I don't know anything about this ship. I don't know how it's here. I don't know why it's here. I don't know why it chased me again, why it's fleeing now. I don't know why it hasn't fired off any missiles, if it has any missiles indeed. Why is it on its own? Now you're falling again. You are a rather interesting little prize, aren't you? Do we try to engage upon it? Perhaps. Maybe we should try. So we'll try and move towards it. So we'll go by with 5 minutes and we'll see what happens. Because, I mean, it might be a lot faster than us, but if we could try and make up some of the distance, at least a few million kilometers or something while we turn around or something, then we might be able to get into missile range, launch a few missiles off, and then try to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, what happened? Okay. Yeah, you're moving away again, aren't you? You little bastard. He's gonna chase us, isn't he? I think, yeah, okay, so we're gonna go for the, Phoenician jump point. But this is impressive. And very dangerous. I think we're gonna have to design a orbital to go in the Proxima Centauri jump points and as well on the New Carthage jump point. Of all the jump points, though, and of all the locations it could have taken us, it took us here. And it took us here to where there aren't any outstanding planets. I think this is a scout ship, you know. I think it's generally a scout ship. It seems to be on its own. It's very quick. It is rather small, however. It's equipped with good sensors. Though it hasn't fired any missiles. And the planets in the system aren't the same. Well, there's no planet in the system that's anywhere near the life-sustaining properties of Proxima Centauri. So if we go back into our information over here, and we're going to try and deduce what we have found, and compare that to what we found before. So we take a look at Proxima Centauri 2. You can see here nitrogen, carbon dioxide, so they breathe They possibly breathe either oxygen or carbon dioxide. Surface temperature 35 degrees. And there's nothing like this in this system. So that's very, very interesting. Okay. I think we had our... what's going on here? Oh. Ah, there we go. Okay, that was somewhat confusing. Okay, so let's go back to designing our broadsword then. I think we had the new engine. No. No, not yet. Okay. Fair enough. Broadsword, FC, yeah, fire control, yep, we have that there. That's good to know. Mason cannon fighters, we'll add that on here. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the new engine will be smaller than this. Right. Okay. So we're going to reduce our deployment. Well, I don't know, maybe... Should I reduce the deployment? Maybe. I kind of want to reduce the amount of crew that we need, really. So that's a lot of crew. I mean, why do I need this much crew? Seems kind of ludicrous. So we'll try that at 0.1. And that brings us down to just one crew quarters. So we'd have 5 crew here. Okay. Why do we have a missile fire control in here? Oh, there we go. That's a that's a lot better. That was somewhat confusing. Okay. So we'll have to design a reactor as well that's capable of what the hell? There we go. So we'll design a power plant that's capable of powering our new fighters. So we'll go for a small reactor, maybe a size 1 reactor. Oh, that's not that small. 0.1 is 1... Oh, that's 5 tons. Power output of... 2... Power output of 5. Maybe a size 1 is 50 tons, but yeah. It's 50 tons, so well, we'll go back and see. At least, for God's sake, that's rather annoying now. That's the longsword as well that we're working on. That would be the FAC. But yeah, so we need a power requirement of 3 then, so that's good to know. Whoops. What the fuck is this? Right, that might have been causing the issues. I should really get the UNSC flag in here and then change this. Okay. For God's sake, that's rather irritating. So we need one with a... well, we'll go for about double. We'll go for about 6. And then at least we have a good like buffer for the recharge rate. So we'll call this the broad sword power plant. Create that project. Yeah. Okay. How are we going with production of those missiles on Earth? Right, we've produced a few hundred, or at least 100 and something. We'll keep having this turn as time go by. I am rather intrigued by this. Very, very, very interesting in what's going on here. I think we need to, once we have our new engines and new missiles, perhaps we should pay a visit to Proxima Centauri and try and put this problem down before it gets going. Because if they're exploring into other systems, then that could be a sign of things to come in the future. And I do not like the idea of competition. It does worry me that... Right, there we go. So we've lost contact, we're now moving properly. Very interesting. Very. So, I think we're gonna have to start... Fuck's sake, that's really irritating. Like, is it... Something I'm missing down here. NPR class. Huh. Whatever. Okay. Was it the Olympus? What was the... Right, so the Olympus was a... ICBM. Well, it was a PDC that we were working on, wasn't it? Yeah. Stratos. What was a Stratos? Stratos class command destroyer. Rather interesting. I forgot about that project, actually. What the hell's a Mexico? Mexico class cruiser. I think it was going to be some kind of, some kind of freighter or something. Well, we'll take the copy of the Arcana Emperor. Yeah, oh, that's good. So it's basically the base thing. With lots of armor. Oh dear. Ah, yes, that was it. We were going to use that as like a defense orbital. Okay, so we're going to need some scanners on here. Do these babies detect it? No, that's... Oh, wow, there are old-ass ones. Okay, I need resolution 1. $12 million range, that's not right. Right, there we go. Okay. Now, we are going to have problems because of the fact that these things are treated as military ships. Which is a rather large annoyance. We'll wait then. I mean, it would probably be a better idea for us to have ships on the jump points anyway, but I think we'll have to take a proactive stand against the alien empire. And by that I mean basically we'll have to be somewhat aggressive with them. So I think we're going to design our new missile here. Right here and now, so design time. It's rather irritating that it's doing this, but I'll make do. So missile design. So we have our 0.25 internal fusion drives. So we're going to make this our size 6, I think. I think I might have designed an ASM, but I forgot about it. But we could go with 2 warhead strength, 2 MSP warhead strength, and that brings us to 16. But I think I'm going to go with about 1.5 to bring us to 12. Or possibly 1.3 brings us to 10. Fuel capacity, 130 million range. Rather large range. And, well, that's range that... Well, we'll go with a little bit under that, maybe about 112 million kilometers. Right, 3. I'm going to try and get it to about 100 million exactly. There we go. So 0.03422 fuel gives us an exact range of 100 million kilometers. No agility, but we need to put some engines in there. So we'll put about 30 of these engines. We're getting about 32,000 kilometers per second already. But we're going to need some agility so we can get this up. So we'll go with 0.5. See where that puts us now. Okay, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Go with 0.9, 9. No. 1. Perhaps we'd be better off spending this on more engines? I don't know. Right. So this would give us a missile, an ASM, that has 10 warhead damage, 25,000 kilometers per second. It would have a 70% chance of hitting something going 10,000 kilometers per second. Considering that ship was heading about 9,000 kilometers per second, I think it'd have a good chance. Probably 80-90% chance of hitting something like that. That's not bad. It'd have oh bloody hell, that's brought the range down considerably. That's not good. Ooh, this is going to be one of those things, isn't it, where we have to balance fuel and agility. I welcome the challenge. Right. Okay. I could go for 0.7. Not quite, is it? .9. We might go for about 0.8. Get that to 0.9, 25 million kilometer range. 75 million kilometer range. 52.5% chance of hitting something at 10,000 kilometers per second. Travels at 25,000 kilometers per second. I mean, speed is really what we need. Speed equals more accuracy. So 1.0 brings the warhead down to about 8. Well, I can just have that as 1. Now, could we add some more engines? We could add another 2 there. If we added 3, well, let's see. We'll try and keep with this then. I mean, could we add like 1.1? That doesn't affect the damage, so there's no point. But could bring this to 0.9. We gain a little bit of extra speed. The warhead does something like 2 less damage, but we gain a little bit more accuracy, we gain a little bit more speed. I might sacrifice some agility for more fuel. I kinda want this to be able to reach out into the void. 1-1 there. That gives us 84 million kilometer range. Huh. $31,26,300. Yeah, you can see the difference there. It goes up quite a bit. So we might stick with about 30 engines, perhaps. Well, I kinda do need that speed on us. We'll try 31 engines. Do I really need this range? 92. But that brings us down to 25,800. So, I mean, if we reduce that down to 30 again, I mean, it's not much that we can do with the warhead. But what we could do is then make that 1.2. We gain 100 million point 7, so 1,700,000 kilometer range. We have a hit chance of about 52.5. Travel at 25,000 kilometers per second. It does 8 damage, so not that much damage, not that much at all. But it has a decent range. I mean, 100 million kilometers range is pretty decent, but I mean, what fire controls are we working with now? I mean, what's the range of our missiles right now? I don't think they're at that range. I mean, obviously we'd have to redesign things then. Yeah, we're looking at about 56.4 million kilometer range as of now. though those fire controls could be redesigned. So if we